Imagine being sent far away. Not just far away, but far,
Far away.
and the only way to connect with loved ones was through actual handwritten letters placed in an envelope and mailed to you overseas. Imagine if you never got that. That's what was happening in World War II until the 688 came along.
They were known as the 6888, more than 800 African American women marching through Birmingham in 1945. Their mission to sort out a mountain of mail piling up for the frontline troops.
If you think these brave women faced no danger as mail carriers, think again. During their transatlantic voyage, Nazi submarines threatened their ship, and when they arrived at Glasgow, Scotland on February 14, 1945, they were met by a German V-1 rocket that exploded near their dock. From Glasgow, they boarded a train to Birmingham, England. There, they found 3 airplane hangars full of a 1-year backlog of 7 million undelivered letters to the servicemen of the United States Marine Corps, Army, Navy, Air Force. They got to work right away, forming 3 8-hour shifts, working 24 hours around the clock. And what the Army had anticipated would take them 6 months, they completed in 3, and then moved on to France to do the same thing. All-women black battalion overseas, and many say lifted the spirits and morale of those men fighting on the front lines. Birmingham, they were fascinated with the women of the 6888, and that it was common for them to drop by the warehouse to watch the battalion work. These visits resulted in bonds with the local community, and the women were welcome in British public spaces. Brits even invited the women to tea in their own homes. Unfortunately, their own military was not as welcoming. Segregation and second-class treatment were still a reality for the 6888. During one infamous encounter, Major Adams, who led the 6888, stopped a male general from inspecting the quarters, the private rooms of the women had slept. When Major Adams told the general she was following orders she was given, the outraged general interrupted her with a threat to send a white superior officer to show her how to do the job she had already capable of been doing. Major Adams never broke protocol. When words sprang from her mouth like a searing round from a Browning pistol, she said, "Over my dead body, sir." Adams was almost court-martialed for the comment, but the general was convinced not to follow through with this threat, and ultimately, that same general had an about-face attitude as he came to appreciate the 6888's tireless work ethic and the efficiency when he visited him later in France.
But at the same time, I sometimes wonder how much they don't really realize what role models they are for the generations of women that come behind them.
White people never expected anything of us. You see, so when you got out there and did something that was extraordinary, they said somebody else must have done that.
While telling that story and documenting what these particular military units, that in most cases were all military, were all black. In most times they had a white commander, but those soldiers still performed at the same level as their white counterparts in terms of defending and providing for the democracy of this country.
The servicewomen of the 6888 returned to the United States in February of 1946. They received no job well done, no thank you for your service. They were the worst kind of casualty, completely forgotten by this nation they fearlessly served. The 6888 still holds the distinction of being the largest group of black servicewomen to serve overseas during World War II, and only recently have these special women gotten their long overdue recognition with a documentary film for them. I encourage you to look up the 6888.